Hey, what's up guys? Tom Bombadil here. And today I have for you a response to xisumavoid's video on a daylight sensor button. Now, before I get to this video, I have to explain something to you guys. My computer is not the greatest by any means. It's pretty bad. So in this current snapshot, I am struggling with block updates. Occasionally my sensor won't update or the blocks will not update. That's why I have this example so close to my face, because hopefully it increases the chance that the block will update and I'll be able to actually show this creation off to you. Now, when I'm not recording, everything works fine, but it's been bugging out more recently when I tried to record. So let's try and get this thing started. What should happen is when I push this daylight sensor right here, I'll get a pulse, and here's the block. Again, there's the ghost block. There we go. As you can see, whenever I change this daylight sensor, I get a 1-tick pulse. Let me do it again. Another ghost block. Give it a second. There we go. So every time I update this daylight sensor, I get a 1-tick pulse output from this machine. And the coolest thing is about this, it's fully enclosed. All the redstone is fully enclosed. There is no, well, besides the line that I'm using to show you it works, there is no external redstone, which means that you could hide this thing underground. Now, some of you may be thinking that's impossible. How is this working? There must be some downside. There's not, except for this. Right here. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. One, you have to have a path down to the ground right here, because there has to be a daylight sensor. Now, what that daylight sensor does is when, let's say it's nighttime right now, so let me cover back up. Let me say I change it to nighttime. We don't get an output. That allows it so that there's no glitching out whenever it changes from night to day, because normally it would start messing everything up, but now it doesn't. This is what allowed me to make my my version smaller than xisumavoid's. Now, like I said, you have to have a glass above it, but you can put a carpet on top of that glass, so now you can conceal it. So now I think it's just about time to break away all this stuff and show you the redstone. Back in a bit. Okay, guys. So this is what it looks like when it's all stripped away. Now, the real size of the machine is that it's 2 high, 3 wide, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks long. Now, that's the size that the redstone actually is. But if you want to make it so that it was flush, like in my example, all you have to do is break this part right here, put a block there, redstone dust here, and a daylight sensor right there. Really easy way of doing that. Now, as you just saw right there, it took a long time for that signal to update. So this is going to be a little bit difficult when trying to show you how this machine works. That was actually a neat little thing that happened just there. That was our weather system kicking in. So basically, I have a system in place that whenever it goes, like I said before, with the nighttime to day, it also works with weather, going from clear to rainy. So let me quickly make an example here. I want to show it to you guys. And again, it's really difficult for me to do this because of all the block lag, but I will do my best, because you'll be able to see the outline of the block when it's up. Okay, so let's set it to clear weather. There is nothing there. The block is still here. It did not activate, even though it's trying to, as you saw right there. But if I go to rainy, it's going to try the same thing, and it will fail, because this, actually, I'm not even sure if it tried this time. Occasionally when it turns to rainy, it doesn't do anything, but either way, that's perfectly fine, because, you know, it didn't output. Yeah, so it actually, let me change it back to clear real quick. I want to show it again what it actually does when it goes from day to night. Now, the problem with the day to night thing is that, let's say this is set to daylight sensor, like it is right now. This is like, if I'd switch it to here, this is night, but this is day. Well, I switched it back, but it didn't show it. There we go. And let's say this is daylight, and I switch it to night. When going into night, this will turn off, which will cause an update, which will cause a pulse. That's not what we want. So I have this sensor here that detects when it goes to night or day, and will send a pulse to stop this pulse, to counteract it. Now, this system's actually really simple and really easy to make, and I'd be curious to see if anyone can make this smaller, because I think it's pretty small. Now, the night to day thing, let me show you that in action. Here will be the pulsar. Give it a second. As you can see, both pulsars were activated. Nothing went up. There is no block here. Now let's say I times that day it. As you can see, there's no block. The system was effective. And if you guys want to learn how this, how it works, that whenever you press it, it goes the opposite way, is they explain it in xisumavoid's video. You need a signal strength of 7, and it will just balance out where whenever it goes to 8, the signal 8 or above, the signal goes through. 7 or below, the signal does not go through. So every time you click it, it'll be on one or the other. It will not be both. There's not neither side. Let's say daylight or night detector. It won't. Neither of them will be on 8 at the same time. One will always be on 7, and one will always be on 8. So that's just the way that works. Now, that means that we can make these really cool buttons, and yeah. So, I guess I'm going to get around to the tutorial now. Okay guys, so to start this build, you want to start out with your daylight sensor, which is your input, and you want to build one block off of that. Put down a comparator. It's going to lead into this redstone dust right here, and we're just going to leave this side alone for right now. And again, I forgot to correct this. I'll fix it. I know it's probably bugging some people. I'll fix it. I promise I'll fix it. And now what you gotta do is you gotta take this right here. You're gonna take signal off of that, put that there, and you're gonna take one here, and this. And the reason I have two comparators here is just for timing. It's just part of the timing of the thing. So there. Now you're going to need to get a certain amount of items. So the items is actually, it's very exact what you need. You need 2 stacks and then 16. That'll get a signal of 7. Here we go. There. Now you gotta set these to subtract mode. Now, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this right here, put a block coming off of that. Well, a piston, of course. Then you're going to get some redstone dust here. And you're just going to hold off on that little bit for now. I want to move on to the other side. I want to get your pulsar in first. You're going to take a repeater, block, repeater, then a sticky piston like so, with a redstone block. And then you're going to want to come around over here, get some right there, put some right here and here. Then you're going to want to come back over to here, get this side in place as well, there and there. You want to zigzag it like this. Then you want to take a block, a torch, and another torch. And there you have it. It's a very simple to build machine. And yeah, it's really easy button. Let's say you push this right here. You'll see in a second. There we go. And in case you guys did not know, this is a way of making a one-tick pulsar. It's a dual edge one-tick pulsar. And it's a way of making it too high. I didn't want to go below that. So yeah. Here we go. Yep. So yeah, your output will be either this torch, which I have here just as to show you. You could also put the torch here or the torch here. But if you put them on either of these two, then that means that your input doesn't add any size to the build. So there you go. So yeah, I would like to thank you guys for watching. This has been Tom Bombadil. Oops, there we go. And I will see you all later.